You've seen them in bowls your whole life. But what if that iconic image is actually animal cruelty? The number one reason people give for this is because they think the fish will get bored. But there's a much more cruel reason that you need to know about. Goldfish have been domesticated over thousands of years from wild carp. They're actually a type of carp. And in the wild, carp live in ponds and lakes and rivers. They don't live in small, confined spaces like bowls. When you keep a goldfish in a bowl, it's basically keeping them in a prison. They can't swim freely. They can't explore their environment. And goldfish are very intelligent. They have to be. They live in groups in the wild, and they have to be able to outsmart predators in order to survive. So they're pretty smart, and when you put them in a bowl, it basically just stunts their development. It's like putting a dog in a small cage. Eventually, the dog is going to start to go crazy because they have all this pent-up energy, and they can't really move around much in that cage. And so they're going to start swimming frantically around in circles in that bowl. This is actually a huge problem with goldfish. Because they're kept in such small, confined spaces, they actually develop swimming problems. And the most common swimming problem that they develop is called swim bladder disease. Basically, the swim bladder is a gas-filled sac that helps them control buoyancy in the water. And when they're in a small, confined space, it actually causes the swim bladder to become damaged or to develop problems. And this makes the fish either float at the top of the water or sink to the bottom. And oftentimes, they'll be unable to turn around. They'll just be floating on their side or sinking to the bottom and just kind of spinning around in circles. And this is a direct result of them being in a small, confined space. And this is just one of the many reasons why goldfish don't belong in bowls. The other reason is because they get bored. They need to be able to explore their environment. They need to be able to find food and hide and just have a little bit of space to roam around in. When they're in a small bowl, they're not able to do any of those things. So it basically just stunts their development and they end up with health problems. So please, if you have a goldfish, make sure it has enough room to swim around. Don't keep it in a small bowl. It's just not good for their health. Thanks for watching. See you next time.